Hey everybody, my name's Francine Romero and I have been at UTSA for a very long time, and it's my honor now to chair the Public Administration Department. It's kind of unusual to have a standalone Public Administration Department in a university. Often they are in a political science department, but that's not how it is here. So we're real proud of our standalone department. We have 2 degrees, a Master of Public Administration and a Bachelor of Public Administration and Policy. And one of the really great things about both of our degree programs is that students leave those degree programs being very career ready to go to work in the public sector, the nonprofit sector, sometimes even in the private sector, because we don't have to worry about doing career readiness so much, because that's what our actual subject matter is. So our students, whether from the undergraduate or the graduate level, often go on to careers as city managers, as human resource executives, as policy directors. Some of them run for office. Some of them become the CEOs of nonprofit organizations. And a lot of our students now are, again, at both undergraduate and graduate level, are going on to law school or to doctoral programs in public policy, and they've been very successful at that. So we have a relatively small undergraduate program and a somewhat larger MPA program, but the great thing is you can see our students working all over the city. We like to brag about how 3 of the 4 assistant city managers in San Antonio, which is a very exclusive position, are graduates of our program. But undergraduate as well, nonprofits, city hall, county government, you will see our graduates there. And so we're real proud of that. My own background is in political science, and I eventually worked my way into public administration. I've always been very interested in policy and how policy is made. I'm technically what political scientists call an institutionalist, and that's somebody who looks at how the rules of an organization help to shape what the outcomes in policy will be. So my own history of research has focused a lot on civil rights policy and how that differed depending on whether it came from a court or a legislature, and if it came from a court, whether it was an elected court, an appointed court. Those things make a difference. But lately, my research interests have really focused on land use policy. And so I've been published with studies on things like municipal annexation, eminent domain, which I have a book coming out on, and also natural resource policy, how we most effectively protect trees, water, and open space. And I really like to bring my research into the classroom. So mostly my classes focus on policy and law. So I teach administrative law at the undergraduate and graduate level, and I teach planning and land use law at the graduate level. And with both of those classes, I have given up textbooks in recent years. I think it's much more important, again, to just immerse students in some of our really important right now issues going on in this country, especially issues going on right in our city and our region. What I'm also able to bring into that is my involvement in a lot of local boards and commissions. So, for example, I serve as the vice chair on the CPS Energy Board of Trustees. And so one of the topics I talk about in my administrative law classes is climate change. Now, that is one of the most divisive issues of our time. And a lot of that has to do not with whether people think we have climate change or not, but with people's opinions on the extent to which the law allows the federal government to mandate actions to limit climate change. So we talk about that. There's been a lot of Supreme Court cases about that, and there'll be more. But what I can also bring into that is my day-to-day work with CPS Energy and how that debate has influenced what we can do locally to lessen the impact of climate change. My planning and land use class, I'm able to bring in my experience serving on the city's zoning and planning commissions, and also another board that I chair where we are protecting land over the Edwards Aquifer. So again, with all of those, my students are reading current articles, they're hearing from some guest speakers who know a lot about it, and they're also hearing from me. So when students go out into the workplace, they are really up to speed on the most important local issues, and they know a lot about the laws and policies that inform them. It's not that they just come out knowing what the controversies are. They know what the legal environment that governs all of this is, and that makes them very competitive for jobs. If you are interested in coming into our undergraduate program or our graduate program, or even just taking classes with us, I would love to talk to you about it. You can see my email address here on the website, and we would love to welcome you to our team and prepare you for a wonderful career in public and nonprofit service. Thanks, and I hope to see you.